Hi, guys. So, it is time for us to cut out people in our lives who are toxic, who fumble us because they don't know what to do with us, because they've never had anybody of this caliber, and they treat you, how they normally treat other people. They treat you how they normally treat other people, and that's exactly where they lose out on you, because they think that you're like other people, but you're not. You're way different than other people. You have integrity. You're honest. You treat people with respect. You treat people literally how you want to be treated, with decency, love, kindness, respect. You care about people. They may tug at your heartstring because you may have a heart, a pure heart. You have a pure heart. You have goodness. You forgive. You're flawed. You make mistakes, but you're able to forgive, and you're able to also be accountable for the mistakes that you make, and you're able to apologize with sincerity, not just saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," just because you don't want to hear nobody, complaint. But people that are toxic, they usually don't care about you. They usually only need you for whatever purpose that they are looking for from you, like whether it's money, your time, your energy, what you can do for them, sex, hanging out, a ride, whatever kind of favor that they can get from you. Some folks just do not appreciate you, and these are the most of the people who do not reciprocate. They want you to do for them, but they ain't doing for you. They want you to, be there for them, but they're not being there for you. They want everything from you, but as soon as it comes to you, needing something from them, they flip on you, or they just don't come. They got boundaries, but they don't want you to have boundaries. And a lot of people don't like the word boundaries because it feels like a negative term, but there are good boundaries. You can still say no to someone and be kind and respectful. You ain't got to be all nasty and attitude. No, when someone is asking you for something, or when the answer is no, you can still treat people with decency and respect. But a lot of people have these audacities, and if they have the audacity to be disrespectful to you, to not appreciate you, to not value you, then you should have the audacity to walk away from those people and to limit their access to you. And that's what I have done. I dealt with this person who, whenever I needed him, he was always unavailable, and it was always an emergency. Oh, this happened, this happened. Oh, I had an emergency. Oh, this happened. I almost died. This almost happened to me. Oh, I had to do this. Oh, I fell asleep, or whatever. And whenever they would call me, I'm answering the phone, I'm responding back to text in a timely fashion, I'm available. If they was like, "Oh, I'm stranded, can you come and pick me up?" I go pick people up, when they're stranded. It could be 10, 11 o'clock at night. I'm in my bed, nice and cozy. "Oh, I can't go down here because, I don't feel good. I ain't gonna make it. Could you take this ride with me?" And then you're doing all these things for people. And then when it comes time for them to do something for you, it was like, "Hey, I can't do it." And then they think that because time passes by, they may not see you for a day or two or three or a week, and then they think that that time is going to, justify or excuse their lack, their disrespect, their, fumbling you, them mistreating you. Listen, we're not supposed to be here to be mistreated. Everybody's supposed to be here to be used. That's what the Lord made Eve for his help meet, to help, right? So we're all to be used. I need you, you need me. But we're not to be misused, to be abused, to be mishandled, to be mistreated, to be disrespected. We're not here for that. We're here to be all for each other. I need you, you need me. So I've gotten to a place where it's just literally me and the Lord. The Lord honestly has consecrated me, because when I asked the Lord, I said, "Lord, bless me." I said, "Lord, remove those who are not for me." I said, "Lord, I need you to remove those who are not for me, who are distractions to my life, who don't matter to me, or the purpose that you have for my life." And literally, when I tell you, people just started flocking away, just flopping away, just getting out of the way. I'm like, dang. And then when it's back to just me and the Lord again, I'm like, thank you, Lord, for showing me who was who. Because again, you're not supposed to be, or you should not allow people to take advantage of you. Like, listen, we all need help. We all are going through some things. Some people got things going more for them than others. But hey, we are all human at the end of the day, and every human deserves to be treated with decency. And don't allow people to tell you, oh well, just because this person that I used to deal with, their parent died, their mother died years ago during COVID or whatever, or a little after COVID, and they're justifying their bad behavior because of their mother. Oh, because my mother died, I don't got nobody, I'm all by myself, or whatever. But before your mother died, you was behaving this way too. So your mother has nothing to do with your bad behavior. This is just who you are. This is how you treat everyone. And when people do that, because a lot of people don't understand that if you stay in relationships that are toxic, it starts to mess with your health. You may start resenting yourself. You may start having low self-esteem. You may start getting anxiety, high blood pressure. You may start losing sleep. You might even lose some of your hair. You know what I'm saying? You might start aging, looking like you're older than you are. And it's like, that's like, oh no. And it's like, you cannot, you are the CEO, and you are in control of your life. You're the CEO of your life. You're in control of your life. You are the one who gets to say who gets into your life and who doesn't. So you have a choice. And for the longest time, my choices was kind of taken away from me, because when I say that, I'm talking about when I was younger, and they would say, hey, do you want, so excuse me, y'all, but when you're dealing with people who are unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, gossipers, when you're dealing with people who backbite, who have no self-control, who lie, who steal, oh my goodness. I had a person steal from me, and then the Lord kept saying, your wallet. And I'm like, yeah, I know, Lord, my wallet's right here. But I wasn't realizing that he was telling me to get the wallet before this person came, because this person's going to steal. But I didn't realize. And then I had the wallet on the dresser. I had to go to the bathroom. When I came back, my wallet was still there. Then all of a sudden, this person hurrying up, having to leave. So then they left. So then when I go and get my wallet, and to go put it up where I usually put it, I looked in it, and my money was gone. And so I immediately called the person. Like, yo, did you take my money? And they was like, no. I'm like, yo, my money was, I just came in from the store. My money's here. I just came in. My money's gone. And you're the only person who was here. Oh, no, I didn't take it. All I had was an X amount of money. The exact amount of money that was missing out of my pocket, out of my wallet. I'm like, what? No, I need you to give me my money back. So they was all like, no, I didn't do it or whatever. So then I'm like, okay, you did. I said, and I need my money. So they was like, okay, I'll give it back to you the next day. I tell you no lie. The next day, they called, and it was like, hey, we meet at XYZ spot. So we meet. And when we meet, right? So I said, okay, fine. I get a dream. I dreamt about the situation. I dreamt about us meeting at that spot. And when I went to go meet this person at the spot, this is my dream now. When I went to go meet the person at the spot, and when they went to go give me the money, and they went to go put the money in my hand like this, the money turned into ash. The money burned up. It turned into fire, burned up, and ash wound up landing in my hand. And I was like, whoa. So I was like, you know what? When the next day came, now this is a dream. So the money burned up in my hand and turned to ash. I was like, nope. So what I did was, when they called or whatever, I was like, you can keep it. And I stopped dealing with that person. And so when you're dealing with people who are thieves, when you're dealing with people who are hateful, who are cruel, reckless, when you're dealing with people who, have pride, just people who, what sinners are, people who do bad things, people who don't have any good intentions, jealous people who look down and frown their face upon you, people who think they're better than you or in secret competition with you. You stay away from those people. Those are not your people. Those are not good people. You're not equally yoked with those people, especially if you're not that kind of person. You cannot, like it says in the word, deliver me, O God, out of the hand of the wicked out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. That's coming from Psalm 71:4. Like, we can't be sitting amongst unbelievers, unequally yoked with people who are wicked, who are cruel, who are unrighteous, who don't, operate in goodness. No, we cannot. And we have to take back our power. God gave us the power. He gave us power, love, and a sound mind, or self-discipline. We are the head of our lives. We are in control of our lives, and we get to choose who can be a part of our lives and who cannot. Just like they can choose if they want to be a part of your life, then they got to earn that spot in your life. And if they mistreat you, if they're causing you anxiety, if they're, doing you, just treating you bad, not appreciating you, not showing up for you when you need them, but then when they need you, you're right there for them. You're the shoulder to cry on, but when you gotta cry, nobody's there for you. They're crying their shoulders. You go out your way for people, but don't nobody walk across the street for you. No, these are unequally yoked relationships. These are one-way, one-sided, and no, start choosing you. Start choosing you, and then work on yourself, and work on your self-esteem, work on self-love, self-care, build your relationship with the Most High, with God, or whoever you serve, and, get your life together, get right, exercise, eat right, change your eating habits if they're not healthy, do things to bless yourself and encourage yourself. I used to be such an encourager. I am such an encourager. I am such an encourager, right? I used to be, always encouraging everybody, making sure everybody's good, going hard for people, wanting to see people win, wanting to make sure people eat. If people didn't have, I went out my way to make sure they had. And sometimes I would lack. Sometimes I would, take a little bit from me to give to somebody else. But that was okay, because if you got my heart, if I care about you, if I claim to be your friend or your sister or your cousin or your niece or your whatever, right? Your girl, I got you. But if I got it, you got it. So I used to always be there for everybody else and put my time, energy, effort, all kind of things in everybody else. And then I would lack doing that with me, but no more. Now, the way I went hard for other people, I'm putting that same hard energy, inspiration, encouragement into myself. And to be truthful, it was hard at first for me to encourage myself, for me to uplift myself, for me to, make myself feel good, for me to put the time and the energy and effort that I put so much into other people. It was hard for me at first. I struggled, and then I got frustrated because I was like, well, I shouldn't have to do this. I did all this for everybody else. Now it's time for somebody else to do something for me. So I was like, so I'm looking at them like, well, I did for you, you need to do for me. And so I didn't even want to put the time into me because I was so busy wanting other people to put the time that I put into them back into me. But no, you put that same time, energy, effort that you put into others into you. And if these others are not pouring into you, then you need to do what's right for you. And sometimes that is walking away. You may have to take a break from people. You may have to step back. You may have to cut some people out entirely. But what I have learned, in all honesty, is before I start cutting people out, I give it to God. And I say, Lord, remove anyone and everyone that is not for me, and let your will be done. And when you start seeing people backing off or slowly walking away, or you're losing contact with them and you're not really, dealing with them as much, that's God. So that you won't prematurely, get someone out. Because sometimes there's lessons we need to be learned. And sometimes, a person may, need to be in your life for whatever purpose that the Lord may have. And so if you cut them out, you might miss out. So that's why I've been just giving it to the Lord. I give everything now to the Lord. I'm like, Lord, if they're for me, bless it. If they're not, block it. And when people start, again, leaving, or situations arise to where, you might even wind up having a fallout with somebody. And that's usually how it usually happens. I usually have a fallout with someone, or someone just does something and I'm just like, you know what? Thank you, Lord, for removing them. He be the remover. I have not removed anybody in my life. It's been the Lord. I pray about it. I give it to him. And then I let him do what he does best. And so, I just wanted to say that, listen, choose you. I have chosen me, and I refuse. And I will not ever, ever, ever choose anybody else over me, especially people who ain't choosing me back. So I hope this encouraged somebody. I hope you have a great, blessed day. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm starting to see the sun coming out here. It's still cold out here in Boston, but hey, at least we got some sun out. But if this resonated with you, like it, comment, share it if you feel led. But let's hear from you. Again, let's get this channel popping. And so until next time, blessings.